Going back to what HEX does that Celsius doesn't do.
Oh, sure.
Give me an example.
Yeah, they're totally opposite. So HEX is a true cryptocurrency in that it removes counterparty risk. And that's what cryptocurrencies were invented to do. There's you and the code. There's no people in the way that will screw you and steal your money and not give it to you. And so, sometimes you go to use your credit card, it doesn't work. You got to call and beg, can I please use my money? Pretty please. Right. Sometimes you want to go send a wire. They're like, no, you can't send a wire there. What?
Been there. Yeah.
They're like, I thought it was my money. I don't get it.
I had that happen when I tried to set my wallet up.
Yep.
Chase didn't want to give me my money.
Yeah.
Could not believe it.
Yep.
It made me buy 2 Bitcoins when I first bought a Bitcoin. It made me buy 2 of them instead of 1 because I'm like, well, clearly.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible.
Or there's something here that you don't want to happen. Yeah. I better buy this.
And then you look at the yields and you're like, oh, you guys pay terribly. You look at the hours, they're always worse. You look at the customer service, it's always worse. You look at the terms and conditions, it's always worse. The websites are down all the time. You're just like, you guys all suck at your jobs. Like the crypto legacy finance system sucks. HEX has had 100% perfect flawless operation and uptime for nearly 3 years now. Google hasn't. Google was down globally last week for 30 minutes. Microsoft hasn't. They were down globally a few months ago. We dominate. Like hex.com is absolutely amazing, and people need to get on their knees and recognize, and to kiss the ring, because we won. We won the game. Like 1,000 days, flawless operation, 3-letter dictionary.com domain name, amazing looking logo, insane community with dedication. HEX tattoos, HEX NASCAR, all this meetings with all these people. HEX can set these things up. Right. I don't have a PR team. I don't have a building, and therefore we don't have a building.
I had 3 people text me about bringing you on.
Yeah.
3 people, and these weren't like any slouch people.
Yeah. And that part of the reason the HEX price does so amazing is we don't have some building of guys that just dumps the price all day long. Like Vitalik's dumps the Ethereum price. He sold the top. He sent 50 million to Coinbase at 5,000. Now the price is 2,000 less. I think it's 1,650 today. So we have so many things that we do better. We're better for the environment. We have lower inflation. We have the most committed, dedicated community. There is no other community in the history of any financial thing ever where people locked up their money for 15 years. When you lock up something for 15 years, you are going to be homies with all the other people that locked up for 15 years for a long time. And people keep locking. It doesn't stop. Like the stake length average has kept increasing. I used to brag about it being 3 years. Now it's 7. I guess I'll stop bragging about increasing when it maxes out. If like the average becomes 15, which will be like, wow. Like I was like, because when I designed this thing, you really don't know how it's going to work in the real world until you see it. I didn't predict that we would get increasing stake lengths all the time. I didn't predict that people's mental health would be helped. And I wrote self-help books, 2 of them, specifically to get people to have better health and better, mental abilities. And those books didn't do anywhere near as much for people as the currency did. Getting people to focus on their future and delay gratification, it changed their lives. They had something to live for. They had something to look forward to. Suicidal people stopped being suicidal. I didn't expect that or predict that. That was luck. Right. And people don't realize, like, the most proven successful strategy for investing is delayed gratification. Now, if you buy a scam, holding the scam longer doesn't help. But if you buy something with product market fit, a walled garden, unique innovation, HEX is the world's first time deposit on the blockchain. And it's a larger market than printed cash, which is what Bitcoin tried to do. There's only 5 trillion in printed cash. There's 7 trillion in time deposits. So not only do we address a larger market than Bitcoin does with less negative externalities, you don't have to burn the environment to do it. Whereas piggybacking Ethereum, they're already burning the environment, so we don't have to. We're just making their blocks more efficient by packing more value into them. Whereas Bitcoin, the more valuable Bitcoin gets, the more of the environment they blow up. It's not good. Like, Bitcoin should switch to proof of work and stop blowing up the environment, because it dumps the price to do it. They dump the price to buy mining hardware and electricity. It's bad for the Bitcoin price. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for everybody.